Hello there. If you are watching this video, then you are pretty much into manhwas and you have already read Solo Leveling. You are looking for some more recommendation. I'm gonna guarantee you that this video is gonna be pretty informative. Even though it has only 5 in this list, it fulfills the title where the MC dies and reborns more overpowered and badass. They are the best of the best, so without wasting any more of your time, let's start with our number 5. Okay, so coming at our number 5, we have Reverse Villain. So the main protagonist of this manhwa is Jung-woo. He has been reincarnated for over 5 times in his past during his conquest for Murim. He had a dream he wanted to become so strong enough to conquer the entire Murim. But his dream never came true. In each of his reincarnated life, he was defeated by his arch enemy Shin. Both Jung-woo and Shin were stuck in this endless cycle of reincarnation, and now in their 6th re-life is where the manhwa starts. So the story starts where Jung-woo is born into a newly modern world and was surprised to see the current changes. His previous goal to conquer Murim halted as because Murim was no longer a part of this modern era. So in this new incarnation, he decided solely to defeat his arch nemesis Shin. This manhwa is worth reading as it is fun to watch as how the main protagonist modifies into this new world, goes to school, cares for his family and tries to live a normal life. It has a ton of action, the main character is badass. It isn't an S-tier manhwa, but I enjoy reading it. So try to read the first 5 chapters and you will know exactly if you wanna continue or not. The Archmage Returns After 4000 Years is a new manhwa which started releasing its chapters in the midst of 2020. The story is about a poor student in the Westwood Academy named Frey Blake. In this world, Blake House is considered to be a well-renowned house which has some great talented mages throughout history. Frey isn't one of them. He is weak, thus bullied in school constantly. Even his father, the head of the Blake family, abandoned him saying he isn't part of his family anymore. The boy who couldn't handle this pain chose death instead. But he isn't the main protagonist here. See, Lucas Tauman is known to be the greatest Archmage of all time. He was so powerful as a human that he was condemned by demigod to spend eternity in prison, losing his mind and seeking revenge. After 4000 years, his soul thrust back into this current world, into the body of Frey Blake, who lived his entire life painfully. In this second life, he seeks to reach the highest level of power once again and get his revenge against the demigod, as well as taking the morals, the goals of the Frey Blake who died in regret for being weak. The character and art style of this manhwa are flawless. It's an interesting premise and most of the people will straight dig in, so give it a try, and if you don't find it intriguing, then hop into some other recommendation in this list. We have yet another manhwa with a unique premise called A Returner's Magic Should Be Special. In this manhwa, the main protagonist Desir Armand is known to be a prodigy, but will soon face the deadliest catastrophe upon humanity, which will be known as the Shadow World. Almost all the humanity will be wiped out, leaving Desir and his party. For 10 years they will be battling inside this mysterious shadow world. Many of his friends, his family will be sacrificed in order to defeat multiple bosses. Desir will be one of the 6 remaining survivors of the mankind. So the 6 of them will try to attempt the final level of this labyrinth, but ultimately fail and humanity will cease to exist. For some unknown reason, Desir travels back 13 years into the past and is reunited with his precious friends. This time, he is determined to change the future and save the world. 3 years remain before the catastrophe arrives. Despite knowing the cursed future that lies ahead, Desir sees this as an opportunity, trained to prepare better to face the catastrophe. Some people may think after reading this manhwa that the main character is not as overpowered as the title suggests. But Desir in fact has a broken ability known as Analysis that breaks any kind of magic if he has a prior knowledge about it. He is an excellent leader and a brilliant tactician. He knows the future events and that's what makes him overpowered. The artwork is fine, the translations are good. I am really curious about his journey and how will he counter this catastrophe. Next on the list is a manhwa called The Magic Emperor or The Devil Butler. The main protagonist of this manhwa is Zhao, who was a demon emperor. He had a book of 9 secrets which gave him immense power and made him the leader of 7 magic emperors. Demon Emperor Zhao met his misfortune of being betrayed and killed by his own student. Apparently, he blew himself and used one of the 9 techniques to separate his soul and reincarnate into another body. He, after thousands of years, was reincarnated into a body of a servant, a butler in the Low family. And he discovered that this new body that he got was already cursed and trapped by the hard demon. This is the only manhwa in this entire series where the main character is cunning and ruthless. He is very arrogant and he sees almost every scheme and plan and make perfect strategies. The chapters are long and it has over 200 chapters, so if you want a long session, give it a try. The main character quest is to reach the immortal realm and retake his position, as well as helping this family to reach new heights. This manhwa starts a bit slow, but it gets better after 50 chapters. But I guess better isn't the right word. It takes a U-turn and becomes a top tier manhwa. Though there are a few drawbacks of this manhwa as because it has some translation errors and some grammatical problems here and there, but you will get the gist of it. Topping the list we have one of the well-known manhwa, which is The Beginning After the End. This manhwa takes you in an exciting journey of Arthur Lewin. In his previous life he was the mighty king known as Grey, who for some reason was assassinated. This manhwa does not revolve around taking revenge or finding the killer. Rather, it shows a refreshing story which is really likable, as there are a lot of moments in this manhwa that will force you to keep reading until 3 pm. A brief synopsis is that King Grey has unrivaled strength, wealth and prestige in this world. However, beneath this glamorous exterior of a powerful king lurks a shell of a man, devoid of purpose and will. Reincarnated into the world, the king has a second chance to relive this life as Arthur. He decides to live this life differently from before. This time he has a caring family, trusting friends. As the story progresses, the readers will join Arthur in his journey as he faces new challenges, gains power and creates new relationships. If you want a story with a likable main character which has a nice plot and it has its own distinct vibe, then definitely give Beginning After the End a shot, and I promise that you will definitely fall in love with this manhwa and its world building. That's it for now. If you are new to this channel and you did enjoy this video, then please consider to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification to be notified if a new video pops up related to your favorite anime or manga. That's all for now. Have a nice day and peace.